Oh, they're on now, are they? Amazing. Asian Games are being held somewhere around the room. Hello, welcome to Sweet and Sour. We're about to start. We're about to have in 4 clever women who you've met several times. Each of them have been here many times before. And here are the letters they'll each have to contend with. First one up comes to us from, you know, Adelaide, the first one. Second one from Victoria. And the second one from Western Australia. My daughter is in her final year at school and she's lost all interest in studies because she's fallen in love. Is there ever a right time to fall in love? Second letter tonight. There's a huge difference apparently between getting a partner and holding on to them. And it's a sister who writes in about her beautiful 27-year-old sister who can get a man but can't hold them. Last letter tonight. He doesn't want to break up. He loves me, he says. He loves our life together, but he keeps cheating. What's going on there? We'll see what the girls have got to say. Don't go away. Sweet and Sour right now.
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
How's about some chili?
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
There's the music. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. Lovely to have your company. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half hour. And 4 clever and beautiful panellists. Let's meet them straight away. Louanne, how are you, my darling?
Hi, very well, thank you.
Nice
today.
to see you.
Good to be here, as always.
Are you still matching people up?
Yes, I do.
Okay, give yourself a score out of 10. In terms of relationships that have worked and haven't worked, you'd be what out of 10 in placing people together?
About 80%.
Ooh. Okay, good to have you on the show. Have you seen these letters? They're all about relationships
I know,
tonight.
I love that.
Oh, Alex, have you seen the letters?
Yes.
Welcome to the show, darling.
Hello,
How are
Gary.
you?
I'm well, thank you.
You have to slap me down and score me lower every time I call you darling. Because I've been
Why?
told it's just not on.
But
you
I
don't
like
do
how
that
you
anymore.
call me darling, darling.
And I've done it for years, but I have got into trouble over the years because of it too.
No, I
you
don't mind.
Okay.
slap me. Nice to have you here. Hello,
Thank
Beck.
you.
Hello.
You on holidays yet?
No, in a couple of weeks. Term 3, who can believe... I mean, first of all, who can believe it's nearly September? Where's that gone? But I'm off to Bali in 3 weeks, so...
Bali?
Just, you
a
know,
bit
lay
rude,
by
isn't
the
it?
pool and...
I'm going to Port Douglas.
That's nice too.
all
Actually,
right.
I think I'd prefer to go there.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd prefer to go to Bali.
Or, oh, you want to swap?
No. Hello, Yvonne.
Hello.
And it's Yvonne, not Yvonne.
Yes, I think we went over this the last time I was here.
Did we?
When we did the introductions,
I'm an old
yeah.
man, I can't remember anything. Well, nice to have you here, darling. How's broadcast?
Well, I graduated.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, sorry. I technically graduated
You
2 weeks.
technically graduated, but you haven't gone and got the piece of paper
No,
and shaken the hand.
I've done everything, but I don't have the piece of paper.
Okay.
So it's not official.
All right. You can come back before you get the piece of paper. When's the piece of paper ceremony?
2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That soon?
Yeah, so I
Fantastic.
need to be
Send
back
us in
next
some
week.
photos. Or the next time you come in, bring us a photo.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Is it the dean that says hello, congratulations, and who are you?
I assume so.
You assume so. All right. Okay, and tell us if you all think it's a bit of baloney too as well.
Oh, it will definitely be. Yeah, they're boring.
Not that I want to preempt anything. Here we go, first letter. Welcome, ladies. Hi, everyone. It's my daughter's final year at high school and she lost all interest in her studies because she's fallen in love. I'm besides myself with worry for her future because she's gone from being a top student to the bottom of the barrel in all her subjects. The emails from her teachers are coming in thick and fast. She works twice a week at Coles, and that's where she met her boyfriend, who is 3 years older and, in truth, a lovely boy. Oh, isn't that a nice thing to hear? He's very caring and gentle towards her, and I can see he loves her to bits. If it all happened next year or any other, I'd be delighted. But she's just not going to get the score she needs to do anything. As any parent knows, it's almost impossible to implore kids today to do anything unless they want to do it. I've counselled her incessantly as her father has. Her boyfriend has asked her to concentrate on her studies too, and he's a very good student himself. Is there anything I could or should do, or should I just wait for the catastrophe and help help her pick up the pieces next year. And it comes to us from Janice of St Peter's in Adelaide. Alex, what do you do?
Oh, Janice, that is a tough one, you know. When you're in love, do you remember when you were in love the first time?
I'm still in love.
You know, a young girl, her first real big love, she's feeling it, and there's nothing more exciting than being in love when you're young.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
So, but I think it's
All-consuming.
really good that her boyfriend is getting in on trying to talk her around it, and I think that's what you might need to do, is just to get him to encourage her more, and then maybe get him to study with her so they can keep, so she can keep getting her good grades up, because if he gives her the encouragement, then that's something that they can do together, and that'll be something positive. So
More of the boyfriend.
Yeah,
More of the boyfriend. Lou, what do you reckon here?
Okay. Well, there's more to an education than just a formal education, because love and life education is just as important. Emotional intelligence is just as important as academic intelligence, and I think we place far too much emphasis on what we learn in the classroom. But life isn't just about what you learn in the classroom, and falling in love is a big reality of life. There is a method that they could use, the parents can use, and that is helping the daughter understand how can her improving her grades benefit their relationship, because at the moment her highest value is being in this relationship. So how could her improve her grades benefit their relationship moving forward?
Very
so
clever.
as soon as she actually sees that there's benefit with her relationship improving her grades, she's more likely to want to do that, because her highest value at the moment is this relationship, not a grade. So you've got to link those two together.
Yvonne, circle of life here being a bit skewed to one side, the wheel's not turning. What do you do?
Well, I actually honestly think, like, let her do what she wants to do, and if
Follow her heart.
yeah, follow her heart.
She's allowed to learn and make her mistakes, isn't she?
Absolutely, and I think that it is actually really a shame that so much emphasis is put on children, and they are children still in high school, to succeed, and in reality that isn't the be all and end all. There are so many other opportunities and pathways to succeed in life. You don't need to even finish year 12. If you want to go to university, you can go through TAFE, you can do a preparation program, like, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that. When I was at school, the whole focus was, you know, you've got to get this and you've got to get that, and that's the BEC. Then it's okay if you know what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't know what you want to do,
That's absolutely fine too.
It's okay to fail.
and it's okay to fail.
Because failing then makes
We
you
learn
stronger.
by our
So you
mistakes.
just, you know, it's okay. And, you know, sorry.
No, you go.
Look, it's just
Go,
so
girl.
tough to be a parent this day and age anyway. I've got two boys, you know, and we're going through the same thing. And I hear my mum, you know, and my dad in the back, we're paying your school fees, we're doing this, you've got to...
You turn into your parents as you get
yeah,
older,
that's
don't
right,
you?
I don't want to. I think what this lady should do is maybe just
Janice.
instead of barking and distancing herself, maybe go and have a nice afternoon with your daughter. Go away for a weekend, go and have a lunch, and just casually let her know how proud you are of her, that whatever she does, whatever she achieves,
Nice.
you know, is going to be nice. And I just think
Uni, you don't have to. You can be a mature age student, go to uni like I
that's
did.
look,
All
look,
those sorts of things.
this is just one. There's going to be so many other things that she's going to.
Agreed. We asked you people at home, our viewing audience, to answer this question for us. Is there ever a wrong time to fall in love? And that's what you said.
Yes.
Well, you know, 50%. Yeah. Some people said no. Their experience has told them that yes, there is a wrong time to fall in love.
you don't get to
50-50. You don't get to choose,
Any
do you?
time's a perfect time to fall in love.
Any time is perfect.
Any time's a perfect
Still
time.
waiting.
Still waiting. You've fallen in
Still
love.
the perfect time.
When we come back, we're going to be talking about what men want out of their relationships and why a sister can't keep her men. Because she's very beautiful, very pretty, she can get them, but she can't keep them. When we come back, more of Sweet and Sour. Don't go away.
You know what they want.
You know what they want? What do they want?
It's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and
Remember Alejandro Ray? We're talking about the Flying Nun, for those of you who remember it. If you would like to send us a letter and have it discussed by the ladies on the panel, send it to one of these social media points on your screen right now. There you go. Website, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. What's the bottom one?
That's Snapchat.
Isn't that rude one? Isn't Snapchat the rude one?
faces on your face, and you can make
have to be rude.
ears and
Doesn't have to be
noses.
rude.
Okay, and for every letter that does land here and we discuss with the panel, we're going to send you to the movies, courtesy of Natalie Cameron and NRC Communications. And the movie we're sending you to this week, which is an absolute ripper, is the book club. I'm sad I didn't pinch a pass from the crew when they were being handed out. But anyway, such is life. Here we go. Hello, Sweet and Sour. Men think my sister is an idiot. She's attractive, very attractive, and has always managed to get a man easily, but it's made her quite lacking in her understanding of them. And because she's got the company of many without effort, she's taken it all for granted. There's a huge difference between getting a partner and holding on to them. My sister has no skill in either. She's just beautiful enough to keep attracting them. The problem is that at 27, she's just not happy. She confided in me last week that she doesn't know what men want in a relationship, and she's always been unconcerned until now because she's always understood that the main thing in her relationships is her own happiness, and thought Mr. Right would just come along and fit in. She admits to being a total idiot as long as men had enough money to take her out, keep her entertained and take her on holidays occasionally. That's all that mattered. Panellists, whilst I'm a male, I really have no idea either as to what men want out of relationships. I'm a gay man, but can't find a long-term partner either. Some solid advice, if you would. Brett of Ringwood in Victoria writes, and your spelling's a bit atrocious too. Wood down the bottom spelled W-O-O-D instead of, you know what it is. Lou, first up to you.
Okay. Well, first of all, the sister doesn't sound like an idiot to me. She sounds like a very resourceful, clever girl. Because she's having her values met. Okay, we have a fair exchange in a relationship. One person might bring the money, the other person might bring the beauty. This is called a fair exchange.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, somebody might bring, you know, the family values, and somebody else might bring the mental stimulation. There's a fair exchange in every relationship. I think people are too obsessed about, oh, what does the other person want? It's like not about what the other person wants. So what do you want? Who are you? And what do you need out of a relationship? Because you're not going to get it from somebody else. Get it sorted out in yourself, who you are and what you want. And you can't be obsessing about what the other person wants, because they're going to be different in every single relationship. Sort it out internally.
You've confused me. Completely confused me.
Good.
Because I always thought a relationship was about, you know, caring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Putting that smile on a person's face and all that sort of thing.
A caring relationship is one where you care about yourself first. Careful relationship, you'll care, you know, you're stepping on eggshells, being careful to only please the other person. And careless is you're not caring about the other person. So,
somewhere in between.
Caring is somewhere in between.
You find that balance.
Yeah.
Alex?
Well, I think, you know, what I don't like is that the brother's writing in about his sister, and I've got...
He's concerned.
Oh, yeah, like he sounds like an idiot. You know, I hate it when brothers...
We love appreciating our men writers here on Sweet and Sour. It's terrific.
But you know what? I hate it when a brother or a sister makes a comment about their sibling when they don't really know her. You don't know her. You don't know what she's going through. She's attractive, so she's meeting lots of men that are only interested in her because she's good looking. No one's taking the time to get to know her inside. They're just going by her physical appearance, and it's easy that way to keep meeting men after men after men. But what she really wants is someone that wants to get to know her and get to feel her, what she is as a person, not just because she's good looking or got a good body. So, you know, you should know that being gay, you know. Anyway,
all
enough.
Right. Beck.
Oh, well, I'm a bit different. I think it's really lovely that he's written, and I think clearly he loves his sister, and he's taken the time to write in, or time to ask questions about her and anything. And this is, I guess, we're an opinion-based panel, so we're all different. But look, I think maybe she might have a little bit of low self-esteem. I think maybe, you know, go and have a chat to a counsellor, go maybe together. He's having a little bit of, he's a bit lost as well. So maybe they can do the brother and sister thing and go and get a little bit of happiness. And look, I think it's lovely that he's written in. I think he cares for her, and
Yvonne,
you know,
the problem is that at 27 she's just not happy. She's closer to your age.
Yes.
So do you relate to this woman?
Not at all. I don't understand. Like, and I was saying this earlier to Beck. I found this letter really hard to know how to answer because I just don't relate to this. I don't understand how she can find her values in men purely being in, you know, what they can provide for her in terms of like money and her own gratification and holidays and things. I do actually really agree though that women should set a standard for their expectations in relationships, because I think women in particular don't do that enough. But at the same time, I just don't understand and do not relate to her values. I think that probably as she gets older, her values will possibly change maybe.
Of course.
And particularly if she stops becoming so attractive, as age does, you know, maybe she will start to realise that men can offer so much more than just possessions.
She'll start to be a different character when she matures a bit, I think. We asked our viewers at home to answer this question for us. As a consequence of the modern age, social media, etc., are people beginning to lack in relationship understanding with more and more superficial expectations?
Yes.
And look at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
89% said yes.
They go all by looks.
We're becoming more and more superficial. Well, that just means they postpone their learnings, I suppose, because really in the end it's the same lessons that we all have to learn through life, isn't it? Goodness me. When we come back, tough one. She knows he's cheating, but he wants to stay right where he is. His cake and eat it too. When we come back, sweet and sour. Ooh. What do you do there?
Because I think it's time that you write a letter, and then I guess you better tune in to Sweet and Sour for the next half hour.
Sweet and sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
$100, most of it was alcohol.
What's that about? Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. Here we go into the last letter. This one's entitled Having His Cake, and you'll find out why. Hi, panellist. I found him cheating on me. I walked in, there he was. I walked in and there was a woman's voice coming from the bedroom along with my husband's. I had the good sense to leave immediately and confront him later. He didn't deny it, and he said that it was only the second time that it happened, and in being and it was because he was bored and decided to have an affair because it was easy to do so. He thought as long as he hid it that I wouldn't get hurt. He doesn't want to break up. He loves me, he says. He loves our life together. He said whilst he found it exciting, he didn't find it fulfilling in the way our relationship is. That's the affair he's talking about. He also confessed that it may happen again in a moment of weakness. He showed me how easy it was to hook up. Now, with so many websites dedicated to having affairs, he just followed through. Is this what every relationship now will have to endure? I thought to leave him, but what's the point if this is now so normal? Is this the new reality that we have to confront? We were about to start a family, but I have no peace of mind at the moment. Can I have the panel's thoughts, please? Grace from East Fremantle in WA. Beck.
Oh, she's in Perth. I'm going to go and find her. I think we should all go
East
and find
Fremantle.
her.
We've just narrowed it down.
Grace, run for the hills. Run, run, run. Get out of Freo and run for the hills.
She hasn't had a
do
kids
not have
yet.
this child. This is insane. It is not normal. It is not the norm. So please don't think that at all.
It's not the norm, but does it mean it's wrong?
Yes, completely wrong. Completely wrong. I mean, I don't know why you feel your own self-worth isn't worth more. To even have to question it, and right, does she not have family, friends that can tell her to just run, run, run? You know, this guy's just dodgy already, trawling through websites, and I may do it again, but please stay. Are you serious? Grace, get out. This guy is not a keeper. He is an absolute loser.
She doesn't tell us how old she is, but she hasn't had kids yet, and she's planning to.
Planning
so
to with him. Don't.
Go and find a keeper, maybe.
Gosh, it makes me so angry.
Yvonne?
Yes. So I completely agree with everything that Beck's just said, but I do want to sort of like add a little side note onto it. So I think that humans are not supposed to be monogamous, and I understand that like it is more of a cultural thing that we have decided to have like single partner relationships. If your husband wants to be having extramarital affairs, that is fine, but he needs to have a wife that is open and okay with that. Like, I think that if you have relationships where you see other people, that is like totally up to you, but it needs to be respectful and there need to be open conversations about it, and it can't be anything deceptive or behind other people's backs.
And he needed to have put that on the table before they got
That's
married.
exactly right. Rules
Yeah.
and
Not at
boundaries.
this part.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is what, rules and
And you can find a nice boy that doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
She's not going to be the recipient partner in this. You know, it's not going to be, I don't know.
Before we ask Lou and Alex, we asked you people at home to answer this question for us. Do you keep forgiving someone knowing that they haven't changed their bad behaviour? And you said, no, you don't. 63% of you said, no, you don't keep forgiving someone. There you go. Lou?
Okay, well, first of all, nobody gets to stand in judgment of somebody else's relationship. However, there does need to be boundaries.
Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely.
No
'Cause
one
there's
gets to stand in judgment?
No, because only the two people that are in the relationship, because there's no right or wrong way to do anything until somebody else judges it to be so. So if they want to have an open relationship and have sex with multiple people, that needs to be a joint decision that they have together. However, when
Does that bind a
one
relationship though?
Well, if they're
Different
swingers,
Some
question.
people,
if they're swingers, it is. It's a good
absolutely,
thing.
and it can work. What happens when somebody has a relationship, they an affair, or they just go and have sex with somebody else because they want to? What concerns me about this letter is that he has no remorse. He has no caring for the fact that he has just hurt his wife. Okay, and that's not cool. That's not acceptable to say, oh, well, everybody's doing it, so, and I might do it again, but everybody else is doing it, so that's kind of okay. It's not okay. You have to acknowledge that your actions have actually hurt somebody else, and that is not okay. But when people have affairs, it's actually because they want to be a different version of themselves. It's not that they need necessarily a different partner. They want to experience a different version of themselves because they're bored with themselves. They're not bored.
They want
a different version of themselves. They want to see a different side of themselves. It's not that she's not giving him something. Whatever he is lacking internally, he's going to go and try and find that externally. He wants to and experience a different side of himself.
I think he just wants to bone as many women as he can. Because he can, you know, like I've just recently met
Well, that
someone
might be the version
that was
of
doing
himself.
that. He was in a relationship with his girlfriend for 6 years, and he told me how he's had a few affairs, and she won't know about it because it'll break her heart. And I'm like, well,
he was proud to brag about
well,
that.
no, not really. We talked about it, and anyway, I don't want to talk about him because he's just one of those
Well,
type
we
of men
do.
that wants to
Come
have
on, you brought him up.
many women. The
It's
thing
very
is,
topical.
the thing is, you know,
Can we have his name and address?
A man is a man, and they think with you know what.
Oh.
And if there's the opportunity there, they're going to do it. But I don't think you lower yourself to that, because if you want someone that wants to be with you, because I don't think, you know, you said like.
Do you think that's a universal
many
rule?
people aren't.
Are all
we're
men
not meant to be.
Are not all men going to do that?
No, not all men.
Thank
about
you.
not being monogamous.
Just as many women do it as well.
Women are
Just as
women
many
are
women.
nesters though, and then like men are the ones that like to go out and do things. So
Men can be nesters too, though, can't they?
not as many as women.
Not
I
as
think.
many.
But everything's changing today, isn't it? The internet and social media, everything's so easy to find someone quickly.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's
what
a
you
good
want.
and bad thing. It's a
Depends
good and
what
a
you
bad
want.
thing
I just don't think
because-
those communications and the old-fashioned values are...
Yeah, that's it.
but
Old-fashioned
it is.
values.
It does have
Everything's
merit.
changing as it should.
It does have merit because it gives you a broader pool of applicants to choose from.
But if you
so
want to get
can
married
be.
and have children, it isn't, because
Say good night.
Yeah, no, but
Say good night, Alex.
we can talk
Good night, Alex. Say good night, Yvonne.
about this later. Good night.
Say good night, Beck.
Good night, Beck.
Say good night, Lou.
Good night, everyone.
Thank all of our beautiful panellists. Thanks to our crew here at Central, and thanks for having us at home tonight, Australia. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. See you next week. This is where we're always. You've been here a few times. Yep. No, that's it. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
It doesn't seem natural to me to
To
wave.
wave,
Like,
do the Queen thing.
like a natural